Welcome back, you beautiful people, to the Sturgian Companion Mercenaries. Now, we went back up the town to try and get a few more resources, and then our castle became under siege. So, well, thinking we can't fight the Crusade in open field, because there was like 400 of them, and a lot of that was horse archers. And unfortunately, if we can't close the distance, we're not going to be able to take them, and all they need to do is just ride away and shoot us with arrows, because, wow... we are infantry based, so that turns out very bad for us. So we've lifted the siege by trying to besiege their castle, and now their 434 are coming towards us. I don't think somehow that we're going to be able to get this castle done in time, but if we can pick a lord off or two, like this one, it will be very much worth it. 150, oh, you're in the trees. If we can sneak in underneath him and cut him off, we might have this. Crusade are not fast in the trees at all. Ooh, right. And now we're running into a bit of issue. 200 we might be able to take, but we can't take 427. And if all of these group up, that's like 300 odd. And I do not like our chances on that. Can we go this way? No. Okay, we're going to have to punch through, and I think these guys are going away. So we just need to get far enough away. That's 51. Yeah, carry on away. Otherwise, yeah, we would have been in a lot of trouble then. We would have been in between a rock and a hard place. And how's this looking? 263. You are not well defended at all. Possibly, maybe, we let that army go off, besiege our castle, and then come into here. Maybe have to pick a few more lords off, but I think we can take here. And if we take Magab, we are going to have a very, very good foothold, and then maybe even set a couple lords up to help defend this area. That might be worthwhile. And you guys, are you going to run away? And can we get close is the next question. Now you're going into the castle, you're in the trees, so maybe, and obviously the more lords we can kill, the less of them that there are. So 118 in the mountains, in the trees. I don't care, yield or fight. I think that this should be ours quite easily. Just thrown out there for something that was meant to be in the hills, in the trees. Okay, you got a couple of hills over there. Sweet all in the way of trees, and there's also a river. A river might actually be super useful for us, because that's going to mess their horse up a fair bit. Now, turns out our horse against their horse is super particularly good when they don't run into trees. So we're not too bothered about that. Our horse can keep up with theirs, and we can mash them up in close combat, which is obviously a good thing. Crusade without their horses aren't super scary. We held a siege, outnumbered, what, like 3-1, just about in the other episode, so we know we have some chance against them. But just the mobility of the horse and the archers, just being able to go around and just hit you in the back, and then as soon as you break formation, everyone just gets peppered, is brutal. So, truthfully, thinking to deal with the Crusade, maybe we need more heavy horse. Well, we've been talking about getting more heavy horse for the Crusade anyway. Then I also like the idea of just mainly being a infantry-based army. And to be fair, we only really need the horses to fight the Crusade. Everyone else, we are going to be able to deal with them on the floor. Well, infantry based anyway, at least. We say, but still, Sturgian horse is amazing. It is really, really good. Far better than I thought it'd be. Now, doesn't really hold a candle to like top level Crusade horse, but details, it can hold its own just about. And yeah, now we're in. And what was that with, like, I don't know, maybe we had like 12 horse. We have managed to take a pretty serious chunk out of the Crusade. And once we can get in on their archers, their army's going to be a lot less scary. And troops are closing, our archers are ready firing, projectiles are coming in. And not too long until this one should be ours pretty good. Yeah, I really like the way that we got the archers set. So we have archers in with the infantry, so they have skirmishing capabilities. Then we also have our designated archers, And a lot of them are Botanian Thanes. And well, Botanian Thanes, just thrown out there, the best archer in the game. As for actual crossbowmen, I'm not too sure. It's somewhere between the Valandian Sergeant crossbowmen and the Mercenary crossbowmen. Like, both of them can rack up serious kills, and they are half okay in close combat. Not exceptional, but sword and a shield, and with decent armour, they can definitely hold their own, that's for sure. And what's this now? What, a few horses left? Still going to be annoying, but I think archers on the hill, and then everything has to come to us, and we just have overwhelming. Try that one again. We have overwhelming like archers now, so we're going to be able to just start slotting them off their horses super quickly. And the Khan's Guard, if we can get our hands on a few of them, would not be mad. Very good archers, and also beasts with pole arms. And then also goes into our mercenary thing where, yeah, we're Sturgians, but yet when we recruit people from different cultures, they wear their armour. And I am A-okay with that. And what else I am okay with is we only lost 3. Joke being, if we done auto-resolve, our losses would have been less. But we got 22, which means that we're now at 329 in two-handed, 220 in tactics, and 315 in horse, which is very good. Once we get up to 330 in two-handed, we're going to need to start training some pole arms to get some more skills. As for most kills, looks like the wrong got 5. Pretty much all in close combat. That is not half bad. And Det Rev, yeah, again, close combat, got another 4. Easy. You are my prisoner now, and soon to be off with your head. We won't take prisoners, because right now we are fairly slow, and the Crusade are fairly fast, so we don't want to get caught out in the open, because that is a very quick way for all of us to die. We'll take their grain, take their weapons. As for this stuff, let's have a little look-see. What they got? A cracked bow and some rubbish. Boots. Yeah, nothing we want there. We'll let everyone level up. And then, let's go pick up a couple more lords. I believe this is skull number 1 of the episode. So happy days. This is going to be a tough choice. So they have the castle under siege, and they're actually attacking it. So we've got 44 defenders left against the 375. Now, we know if we go in, we can take it. But let's see what the breaking cost is going to be. Breaking to help defenders. 9 troops. If we lose any archers, they're top tier archers. If we lose any horse, they're top tier horse as well. To be fair, we can remax super quick. But taking out, what's that, like 5 lords? That's definitely going to be worth it. Okay, we lost 3 infantry troops. So probably a Botanian Thane and then 5 cavalry. But, all being said, that's nearly 2 standard units per lord, which is actually super worth it. And we also get to have another good old siege defense, which, as we've learnt so far, our army is half decent at it. Not the best, but pretty good. Just realised I haven't actually checked on what defences we have, which might be semi-problematic. It looks like... Wait, do we not have any Mangladels or ballistas? No, we've got a ballista there. They don't look like they've got any siege engines. And they're just going to try to breach that section. That's fine. Is there 3 ladders then? So our guys should be fine there. There's a whole bunch of archers going that way. Oh man, this wall's messy. And we also had a bunch of people head this way. So I'm wondering if there are ladders coming up here. No, just ladders at the front there, and then the ladders on the flank. Yeah, they are never getting up there. That's fine. And that is going to hold. And I don't know what the pathing bug here is, but people always get stuck on that wall. Battering ram, is there one? No. Siege towers. No. And yeah. I don't actually think we have all that much to worry about on this one. Which group of archers are you? Okay, 16 archers there. You guys aren't actually going to be able to do anything. So I'm thinking if we put them up in this tower, not really going to be able to put them there. Maybe they can shoot down. How do I get up there? Is it outside? Yeah, it was outside. You have to walk around. Will this offer us much in the way of field of fire? Well, for a couple of archers it will. Can I? Okay, we set them like this and then scatter. Cool, that should allow them to shoot down, because where they were, they're not really doing a massive amount. And, well, our archers are pretty awesome. So we need all of them firing every time we can. And seeing as we just lost like 9 troops breaking in here, I could do with a couple more companions. Off the back of that, the renown that we're going to get from this means that, well, we're going to be able to get a whole bunch more troops as well. Now, can we aim this? Oosh. 3 is not bad. Aim a little bit lower. Okay, so it shoots high. So you have to need to aim below what you're aiming at. Fine. Not as fun as Mango taking out a siege tower. But still good fun nonetheless. Can I go this way? No. Shame. Okay, you. Ooh. Oh, that'll ruin your day.
Everyone, charge!
Right, everyone charge in. Cool. 3 more Britannian Thanes, 12 kills on one of them, 5, and you got 5. Awesome. Okay, I want to see something, because I pressed something the other day that made me think that you can actually give them more than one set of skills. Which obviously is super broken, we won't do that. But we're actually going to try it this time. So say if I went stewardship, trade. Actually, that doesn't really make a difference because they can only use 1 skill at a time. So what would it be? It would be train for combat because we want the speed. Stewardship. And then we need leadership. Yeah, that's broken. Okay. I think a slight oversight there. Okay, everyone else train for combat. But that's cool. If you want to make a super broken leader, you can give them all the skills that they need. Nah, hi. And for what we lost like sweet. Oh, we lost 15 from the defense. We had 22 of our guys knocked out. Got a few kills around here. So who are you? You're an archer. You got 16. The ranger got 13, which is actually insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a very, very worthwhile trade. And seeing as we are close to a town, let's go pick up some of their decent horse. And Khan's Guard. Very nice. Nothing too much more that we really need. I think we've got all the good stuff, and let's just round it out now. And I make that the 5th of the 5 lords. Not going to be much left of the Crusade in a very, very short amount of time. So this silly sausage tried to besiege our castle. Now they've only got 80 odd troops, so it's not much at all. But I guess the garrison isn't too much either. So yeah, go in, see them. So we're like, alright, we're going to go chase them. But obviously they're all disorganised because they're just trying to pack up the siege camp and run away. And then it appears they ended up in a forest, which is just about the surest way to catch the Crusade. And just before this, we managed to pick off one more lord as well. Quick auto resolve. I think they only had like 40 troops in their army. So, yeah, nothing too crazy. But each lord we take down is just going to make a massive difference to fighting the Crusade. Because taking them in towns, we can do. We can defend against towns. Or we can defend towns against them. We can take towns from them. Just open field is not going to happen. Far too mobile, can attack us from too many angles. I mean, we'd have to choose a very good battleground, but then you can't always choose that. We'd need like a big mountain on one side, so they could only come from us from like 2, maybe 3 angles. But then hopefully there's a ridge that we can put the archers on, and then infantry and like a shield wall around it. But then also shield walls. Really good at stopping arrows. Suck for when you're actually trying to go kill people. And I have seen a few mods that improve the shield wall as well. So, but we can't put it in this series. But maybe in another one, that means that we'd have decent shield walls and also a change on the spears. So that spears actually become useful. And those together all of a sudden would make a foot infantry army considerably more challenging to take down. And talking about taking down, I think that is one more lord. First lord. Down, and then the second one that we just captured. Easy. That definitely looks like the Crusade have managed to regroup. And 342 horse archers. Brutal, with 87 archers behind it and 100 cav. Wow. I think it is going to be fairly safe to say that that is going to start heading towards our little castle. So let's head back, let's get in. We've got plenty of food, and we also have a whole bunch of money. So we're going to be able to wait out a siege for a decent amount of time. That's still a lot though. That is a lot. Now we did just completely spank 400. But 800 plus the 91, that brings it closer to 900. And they are going to mess with siege equipment. So long as we make Mangladels, we should be fine, methinks. But then again, if all of our troops pile on the wall and get forced off, actually we can just pull troops back. Yeah, we're good. So the siege has begun. And they're not only making ballistas. Is there a way to stop you guys from making ballistas? Because if they make siege towers and they make battering rams, we have very little chance of actually being able to pull this off. Because we won't be able to take them out unless I yeet over the wall and hit them apart. But then with the amount of archers and stuff they have, we're going to get done and just torn apart super quickly, which isn't what I'm into. 2 siege towers. Oh, that's fun. Well, make it 1 siege tower. Just for it out there, we have surprisingly little in the way of troops. We might actually just get straight up overrun. How many do we have active? 215 against their 325. And they gave us a bunch of militia archers instead of our decent archers. That is not something I appreciate, it has to be said. And let's try to get some of these guys moved so people can actually get past. That would be great. No, you guys are not doing anything. So, what can we do? And how can we do it? Okay, thinking. They do have a battering ram there. Obviously, can't do massive amount against that. Only thing we could really do is jump off in front of it and hit it with the axe, and then hope that we can have enough cover to then go and climb up it. And this is now mine. And let's see what we can do, because I see a nice tasty troop formation down here, and you aim lower. Okay, there's 4. And our bow skill is now 77. Okay, not bad. And I'm not sure how many ballista rounds there are, but I imagine it's probably like unlimited. That might be their like bonus. So at least we can do something to help out instead of just standing there twiddling our thumbs and throwing rocks. Now throwing rocks is quite funny, but it's not what I describe as the most effective thing to do. Now shooting that ballista. No, shooting the battering ram. Yeah, we'd like to do that, but we will not do like any damage against it. So 61 there, which isn't actually all a massive amount. We do more damage if we hit it with an axe, and all it means is that just more troops show up. Now, if we zoom in, do we get anything? Nothing much. 3. Actually, to be fair, this looks like a very, very quick way to level up your old archery. That is a big old chunk, so maybe move this side. No, there's just one. Boring. We wanted at least a few more kills. But it does seem like we are actually making some decent inroads into their troop numbers. Crusade Lance just done. We can shoot the top off this battering ram, but it's not really going to make a huge difference to the actual like amount of troops, because they will just keep pushing it. Annoying. Now it's coming in whether we like it or not. We should be able to hold the ladder. We're also, because we are starting to break down their numbers, we'll have more of our troops spawn in. Actually, that being said, 225 might actually be everything that we got. Oi. No. I was shooting people then, if you don't mind. Now let's have a look down here. 4. 4's good. If we just keep doing this, we're going to get a whole bunch of kills, which I'm not going to be too mad about. And we really still need to sort out our stagger. If we can sort that stagger out, then we're not going to keep getting interrupted on things. I think Siege Tower is going to be fine. We should be able to hold that for a decent while. What is going to be more of an issue, though, is holding the gatehouse. That side's going to hold. Okay, who's this? Okay, shield wall. Just because we don't want them getting pulled in. What we have here is a massive advantage of once they push in, we have a lot of people that can hit them. Now, if we go open, then our guys go in, and all of a sudden the advantage of actually holding this section, well, that's going to disappear very quickly. So gatehouse will hold for a while. We can always go up and start throwing rocks at anyone that's coming in, I hope. Archers there are going to be causing a whole bunch of issue for them. And where are the rocks at? Ah, here they are. It should mean we don't friendly fire our own guys as well. Oh mate, he hit me instead. That's I know we dropped our rock as well. Annoying. That's not what you want. To be fair, I did go smack like. Whoop. What was that? You made me throw it at the other people, not on the floor. Okay, you look like you might actually be able to do something. Stop throwing rocks at our own people. Okay, I think it's time for us to get back on the old ballista. Not going to say that we're amazing on it, but we've definitely done all right. And it looks like they're kind of getting bored of trying to breach the old gatehouse. Got a few more troops. That is never going to be able to breach. Oh, that's a lot of archers there, though. Something like here. Yep. And they're good archers as well. Do you know what? Kind of take it back. Maybe ballistas are a bit better than I thought. They're just not very good at taking down siege engines. But maybe that's not what they're designed to do. No, I'd much prefer Mangudels. At least I know what I'm getting with them, which is I can't hit anything, but they are devastating nonetheless. Bow skill up to 220. If we find a bow now, we are not in a bad situation to actually be able to do some damage with it. And still aim higher. Don't aim too high because then you go over everything, but just a little bit higher. Stop stunning us. We need this. I'm saying there. This would be so annoying. Right, well, I'll tell you what. Okay, the archers are holding line and they've nearly breached. Well, to be fair, we got Thanes over here, and Thanes are actually ridiculously good in close combat as well. Hoots. Come on. Wait, he just survived like an axe chop to the head. Fine. Okay, what are the numbers looking like now? We got 167 and they got 146 left. Yeah, they broke against our castle like super quick. I definitely thought they're going to be able to do a whole bunch more work. They just haven't. But still, we need to hold here. I want to go back on that ballista because I feel we could do more work there. But then actually, as what's more important, this holding. If they come up here and they get another wave spawning, which I don't think they will, that is a lot more troops coming at us, which obviously is something that we don't want. Now, first group of infantry, what we definitely could do is we could send them to sally out now. Yeah, we'd lose the defense of the castle, but we got more troops. And that's just going to go mess up those trying to get up that siege tower. They still have enough troops there to breach, but if those infantry run out, they are going to do very well. And let's go line formation and just charge now. Not sure what's happening there. F7 just keep clicking. But to be fair, I do have an old keyboard that probably needs replacing. That was annoying, is how I describe that. That took way too long. Okay. Botanian Thanes. 17, 16, 10, 10, 6. Okay, 5 more Thanes. That is very, very good for us. So we managed to get 67 and 143 points in bow. That is not bad. Agonazar the Wanderer got 1 and then got taken out. Ben got 4, still in the fight. Brucey the Bowman, he got 19. He's an absolute powerhouse. Drop Bear didn't get any and got knocked out. Gnu got 4 and didn't get knocked out. That's pretty good going. Hobinwood got 2 and Terra got 1 and didn't get knocked out. Sniper got 16 and I think that... Oh no, we got 19 over here. 21 over here, 15 there. Defensively, we're definitely getting there. I think that's 8 lords we just captured. And that was a decent sized army as well. And we lost a few more than I thought we would have troop wise. But to be fair, we just destroyed a Khuzait army. I'm not even mad. They begin the executions. Chang Ham is the last to go. Okay, the Khuzait has chosen Borto as the new ruler. Fine. All we need to do is now hunt down Borto. Seems like Borto has a bone to pick. Well, kind of. We might have killed his predecessors. But he's now managed to get an army of 5 lords. 571, which isn't a bad amount. As we've seen, we're going to be able to absolutely crush that if they attack the castle. So in the only viable strategy that we have, let's go into the castle, wait until they come to siege us, and then just decimate them as they break against our walls. And the old bait and switch worked. Waiting in the castle, they'd show up and they'd run away. Now the idea has been is we wait until they attack the castle so they're actually engaged in the fight. and then we just break in. So we're going to lose 10 troops. That's what we've done. 7 infantry. Infantry's fine. We can replace infantry. Ranged troops a little bit more painful. They are the Britannian Thanes, and 1 cavalry is our heavy Sturgian champions. Now, just having a little look through our companion list, and I think we are pretty much done with the amount of archers that we need. So what do we need next? We need spearmen and we need horses. And I would like to think that, well, our archery force is pretty awesome as it is. We just need a little bit more in the way of staying power. Now, you may have noticed we got a new weapon. So this is the polearm I was talking about, which is basically just a mallet. It doesn't attack super quick at the moment because we got like sweet all in the way of polearm skills. But what it does do very, very well is level up our polearm skill, which is what we're going to need. Because fairly simply, the plan is take this first. Okay, a little bit high, that's a bit disappointing and anticlimactic. If we can get a polearm skill up, the polearm skill goes up, and then that'll unlock like a couple like 2%, 3% perks for our troops, which isn't massive, but when you consider the amount that are in one-handed, and then two-handed, and then bows and throwing and athletics, they end up actually making your base soldiers extremely powerful very quickly, which is something that we will be interested in. And now I've just thrown out there, they don't actually have any big siege kit. So they're going to have to come up through the ladders, which we know that we can hold pretty much indefinitely. Another 3. So that's fine for us. They come up there all day, we will be fine. Looks like their archers are also trying to run in as well, which I don't recommend. Archers in close combat aren't going to do very well against our team, since it's literally designed to take down attacking forces. Straight through the middle. Waste of a shot. Let's see if we can't get anyone off these ladders. Oh, that's a nice group. 3. 3's not bad. I'd like 5. 4, 5 would be better. But this is just leveling up our bows super quick. So Mangladels do throwing, these do bows. So I guess if you're not very good at a bow like we weren't until like last siege, this is going to get you very good at it as well. Now what we also managed to do, because our bow light skill went up so quick, is we're able to get the extra decrease to stun. So when you get hit by a bow, the chance of you stunning gets knocked down as well. And obviously that's been an issue from the start, which is us trying to get the ladders up and then just getting peppered by arrows and then getting stunned. Same as getting knocked off these things. Well, yeah, that's going to be less likely. Then we mixed it with the athletics one as well. And I'm pretty sure we've got a two-handed one. And soon we're going to need to work on one-handed. And yeah, we're not going to be able to get stunned, which for us is going to be awesome, because then we can just get on and do what we want. And it's going to be more like we're actually playing in heavy plate, which we are. And that being said about heavy plate, it's not going to be too long until we can take a Kuzate town, and hopefully they have something for us. Because the town at the top of the hill that we keep going to drop our supplies off, well, let's just say we've basically brought everything that we can, and there's not much left for us there. 3's not bad. Yeah, so all of a sudden just started aiming way too low. So it's just like a sort of like couple minutes of just hitting dirt. And aim too high. Right, actually, that being said, I think let's go jump down, because the siege is pretty much already over, and see if we can't hit anyone. We don't really need to do much damage. We just need to hit something. Just try to get some one-handed up. Well, not one-handed. Pole arms. No, don't run away. Okay, spearmen. That's what we need. And the old champion and a Thane. Yeah, they're getting some very, very nice kills in now. Okay. You die. Another 7 skill points. Thank you. These guys are actually super quick on the ground. Now, don't get me wrong, we've got like way too much kit. But we've also got like max athletics, so it's kind of expecting us to move a bit quicker. Come on, get hit. So was that another 6 points? Come back here. You need to die, sir. Ah, come on. Okay, we'll go off beside him and then swing him in the back of the head. Okay, another 6 again. So yeah, we're already up to 108. And we've only been using it for what, like a couple minutes? This is the best way to level up like pole arms. So instead of like running around on a horse, try and charge things and do it properly, just swing this thing around if you can actually get a swing off. And yeah, it goes up super quick. We lost 1 troop, got 43. Greenleaf got 23. That's actually insane. Ben didn't get anyone. The Wanderer didn't get anyone. The Ranger got 12. Gnu didn't get anyone. Drop Bear got 1. And Terror got 6. Not bad. Borto, the new leader, is dead as well. We are definitely killing quite the few of them this time around. And absolutely no Crusade Lords in the area. So we found a castle largely undefended. 334 versus our 253. But it looks like we have finally started to cause some serious problem to the Crusade, to the point where now they have a Valandian clan with them as well. Now, soon as we have been exterminating Valandian lords as well, it's probably not at full health. So I don't know how many lords are going to be in there, but it doesn't seem like there was all that many, thankfully. And obviously, 1 less. Little cheeky auto-resolve. He decided to run up and like pillage one of our villages. Okay, Crusade militia archers just killing militia archers. I don't think that's a viable option, but details. 3 ladders. Well, that is different. And they've only got ballistas as well, so the battering ram's going to get in fairly quickly, which we are a-okay with. Scarlet's athletics up to 290, which obviously means that that Mighty Blow perk is going to start taking an effect very shortly. And obviously that's what we want, because then Scarlet's going to be even harder to take down. Scarlet's like one of the first that we got. Now, is this going to be good here? And I'm throwing it out there. It's looking like probably not. Okay, there we go. There's the axe. Come on. We aren't invincible, but we are pretty tough. And all we need to do is just create an opening for our other guys to get in. Or someone to hit over our heads. And these guys are going to start falling very, very quickly. And the breach is ours. Okay, where's the pole arm? There we go. Another, like, a few points just from hitting shields. Just levels up ridiculously quick. I think it's because it's meant to be balanced for when, like, you're using lances and that. So obviously we're not using lances. So, yeah, that just levels up very, very quickly. And then we're also going to need to go through and do the perks, because I forgot to do those. And that's going to make everyone with a pole arm a little bit better. And seeing as we're using a lot of spearmen and a lot of horses that are using lances, that is going to be very, very good for us. Come on, let me up the ladder. I have people to kill, if you do not mind. Excuse me, coming through. Right, behind the lines. Just swing. 215 on polearm. 220. 224. It's such a good way to level it up. And also being blunt means lots of prisoners. Now, we're not really hunting for prisoners at the moment because, well, money isn't really an issue. But it's good for roguery because we do want a couple more perks from the roguery tree. They actually really help out. Like some of the stuff you can get for your governed fiefs and that. Quite useful. But the issue I got with roguery is, yeah, it lets you get like bandit troops, but bandit troops are fairly low tier. I think some of that stuff you should be able to get earlier on in the game for it to be like more useful. Especially, was it like the Veteran Commander or the Trusted Commander perk? Which is in leadership, but that allows you to upgrade bandit troops. But realistically, like when you want bandit troops is right at the start. Like later on, by the time you get to that point, you're already kind of in the situation to start your own kingdom. Just seems a little bit late on. And also, leadership starts scaling super quick towards the end, not at the start. At the start, it's such a grind to get up. You can't really do much with it and die. Okay, 272. I think we should be able to get 330 if we can find another group of troops. So 275 now. So we haven't got that much more that we need. That is like the littlest person. Militia archer down. So we also made it a little bit shorter, so it's only 110 length. But that also means that it's very quick to swing. It doesn't seem it, but it definitely is a fairly quick weapon. But like I said, we just haven't spec'd into any perks. If we got those perks in, then yeah, this thing would just be shredding like crazy. To be fair, it's doing a decent amount of work, but I'm just not very good with it, and we're going to go down, which is fine because all our troops are in and the inner gatehouse is open. Now it's closed again, but that doesn't change anything. The castle's ours, and we've got 1 loss and 41 knocked out. One Sturgian champion who trained for combat, and let's see how well our troops done this time. Sarganaza got 1, Ben got 4, not bad going. Beast. Gnu got 11 kills and didn't get knocked out. That is awesome. Terra got 3 and didn't get knocked out. So yeah, we're definitely moving in the right direction. The companions are getting very, very dangerous. And with the capture of Dinner Castle, I think that's a good place to wrap up the episode. So thank you very much for watching the Sturgian Companion Mercenaries. I've been Conzi. All your likes, comments, support have been amazing. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.